Hi everyone, just want to show you a bit of training I've been doing recently. So I'm on Lichess, go to puzzle themes. I'm trying to learn the Grunfeld, and if we go for this particular opening in general, it has nearly 3,627 puzzles. And I go through it I do the easier ones because I feel like they're more likely to turn up in an actual game than the massive calculation ones. And I just do this, do lots of them. Hopefully, I do it kind of woodpecker style. I'll set a timer, half an hour. So in half an hour, my phone will go off and it will scare me. I haven't figured out how to turn that down. And I'll show you. I just do them over and over again. Right. So what do I see? I see a loose bishop here. I see these bishops looking at each other. So take, check here. Is there anything else to consider? No shenanigans that I can see. Shenanigans. All right. So if I go here, and now I don't have the check. All right. So here is an option. You take. No, it's not going to work. I could go and defend my bishop. I don't see how you can do too much damage. I think I'll defend a bishop. Right. Yeah, I've got to get better at not just pattern recognition, but just the idea of what's the word? Calculating my opponent's counterattacks. These are the things I call shenanigans, but sometimes my opponent has good things to play. Right, so our queens are on. Usually it means I go and take the most expensive thing I can with my queen, but I don't have any queen captures. Takes. And then I don't see any good follow-up, really. Alright, what if I just go here and attack your knight? So if you do pawn push... Here... Here... Or even here... Alright. Queen here attacks the knight. If you do pawn push, I can take that with the bishop. And that should be alright. So here... And then I just take your knight. Alright, I don't mind if you do that. It is defended. Must note that queens move backwards. What's going on here? So, right. Let's just say pawn push for now. You can't take because of that. So it interrupts your defense of f7. If you take here, you can't play rook back, you have to play bishop back. Here, you're in a lot of trouble. That should be enough for a win. And if you take the pawn, I can still do this and checkmate. Right. So now I'm temporarily down a piece, but your queen is hanging. If I check and then take your queen, what are you going to do? Check. Your queen is hanging. I don't know what you're going to do. Nothing, it seems. All right. So my knights are attacked. This one is inadequately defended. I do have this, which you could take. This knight can move to defend the other knight. But what's material? I'm not material up. I'm meant to be winning this somehow. This is good for me. I've only got like one knight attacking a pawn. How can I be winning this? My position is woeful. If I take here, I don't know, I've got nothing on this table. So if here you take here, do I take here? It's not very convincing. If you take there, here, 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 oh, well, I think I'm all right. Should be all right. But rook takes knight. So I take the bishop, you play rook here, don't you? And I don't see a good follow-up. Here, I mean, maybe you're fine after that as well, but rook takes knight. I don't know, I don't see anything great. Knight takes here. Doesn't threaten anything really. No, it's just restoring equality. So this knight is just hanging, plain old hanging. So I can't just do nothing. Why would there be a tactic for black in this position? Knight takes, and I don't know, just develop, right? So nothing there. I don't think there's anything else to think about but here. But what do I do here? Here, here. Do I have shenanigans? If so, what are they? I don't know. I'll take it. I can't. All right. Here. I don't deserve this one. I didn't calculate it. Here, you're fine, right? Hold on. Here, bishop moves. Here, defending there. No, it can't move there. Ah, okay. Now I see where the tactic is. So if you go here, I'm coming in here. Yeah, so here, and your bishop is trapped. Oh my god. That came out of nowhere. Here. Which rook do I attack with? I'm not sure. We'll just do that one for now. Maybe, here. So maybe it's better to do this one. Here, pawn push. Pawn takes, bishop takes, rook. Here, attacking the bishop. I have no idea. Here, pawn push seems fine though, right? What if I take the pawn, you take knight, king. What's the follow-up here though? Maybe that's fine in itself. Wow. Yeah, that I did not see to completion. All right, my knight defends here. It's pinned. I can take here, maybe. This bishop's also playing a role. So if I take here, it attacks your queen. It attacks this rook as well. All right. So if you take my bishop with your queen there, and I think that's enough to claim victory. So maybe you take mine, and I take here, here. And I don't see you having any fantastic moves at that point. Pawn takes? I suppose you... Oh no, you need to do something with the rook. Yeah. Alright. What are we doing here? Right, so we've got to reveal the attack on that knight. So if we go here, attack this bishop. The knight cannot defend the bishop, and the bishop cannot the bishop can defend the knight. We then need to distract that bishop. Pawn push here, then take it. I think that's the line. Distract. All right, and then we just take it. All right, we got it. Alright, so pawn push is obviously playing a role here. Wait a minute. What's going on there? Okay, take, bishop takes, check, king moves, you take here, I take here. Yeah. Alright. Right, so your king and queen are on forkable squares, but your knight and bishop both prevent that. Ah, at the same time, it's a revealed attack on your queen. It could be this move as well. So here, knight takes, bishop takes here. Might be too much material. Knight here also gives the revealed attack, and you don't get a free knight. Here. Yeah, let's do knight there. It was defended. Alright. Ooh. So if I want to do that, I'd have to do one of these, otherwise... No, I don't have to do one of those. My queen defends laterally. Alright. Alright, so knight here. What do? Your queen's attacked. You're going to try some shenanigans? Can you attack my queen? Not easily. Let's say you take this pawn. What do? Check here. Just win the exchange. I mean, that could be it. Is there something better? So there's no shenanigans like this. I just take a queen. So here, I don't know. That seems fine. And I just here and say I won an exchange. My queen is defended. Yeah, all right. Right, so there's a free bishop over here, but my knight's a little free at the same time. So maybe I want to move my knight in such a way that I can take the bishop on the next move. I get the feeling it's not safe to take that bishop. What if I take that? Queen takes, knight here, here. Bishop moves to safe. Don't you dare tell me this bishop is trapped. Bishop moves to safety. Say there. And that's it, right? That's not a win. Despite it being a bit flashy. Or I'm up a pawn. Yeah, that's not enough. All right. So if I just take it, you take here. Nothing. All right. Nothing exciting. Check, take, end of story. If I move to my knight to any of these squares, you just take it with the bishop, right? Doesn't matter which one. All right. If I go queen here, you take it with the bishop. No. That might just be the best move on the table. Check, pawn here. Is it any good? Your queen can defend there. Your bishop can defend there as well. It's just not worth thinking about, I think. So maybe I'll just take the pawn. Boom. I won a pawn. Alright, usually you don't just win a pawn in these puzzles. If I take here, you take my rook. If I take there with the queen, you don't take my rook. What did you capture? Here, I've got this and this. Alright, so if you take my queen, bishop takes, hitting the knight, knight runs away, and then I take your bishop. Your bishop is just hanging. Alright. Oh, well, you can take the pawn. Right. So you've sacrificed your knight because you want to take here and win that. Alright. Okay, I notice my queen is eyeing your knight, your undefended knight over there. Let's say take, 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 take. Do I have a good follow-up? No, not really. All right, what if I just go knight here? And I say, I'm attacking your knight over here, and my pawn is attacking this knight. How are you going to resolve both those problems at once? And you're no longer attacking my knight. So you could say take, pawn takes, those two problems remain. I don't see how you solve both those problems. Knight takes pawn, knight moves back. No, I think that's it. And I just take this. Boom. Right. That's a free bishop, or that's what I would be saying if my knight was not on. So take, take, take is an option. I am materially down. We're not talking like a little bit of material here as well, are we? We're talking about 2 pieces. So 2 pieces for 2 pawns. Wow, it's... Hold on, what's going on here? I'm only just noticing this now. Knight takes queen, all right. Rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes, rook takes, and I have a rook. All right, that's not good enough. Knight takes queen, rook takes, king takes bishop, rook takes queen. Yeah, no sneaky in between moves. All right. If I take here, you take here. Wait, did I miscalculate? Here, take, knight takes, queen, rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes, knight takes here, hitting this bishop. This bishop is attacked as well. So if your bishop runs away, I get this with a check, and I have a rook and a knight, and some pawns. That could be enough. Takes, takes, queen takes, bishop takes, knight takes here. Let's say this bishop runs to safety here, for example. And I take here, and I have a rook and a knight and a pawn. Same situation. All right. So here, and then I take here. All right. So what's going on in this position? This is loose. What options do I have for removing the defender? Bishop here. All right. Bishop there. Let's say you go here and maintain the defense. What options do I have for removing that defender? Bishop here. And then I don't see what you... Oh, if you do that, pawn push, and now you don't have en passant. You still got to defend this. Bishop's here. Yeah, that looks like it's the move. All right. Here, if you block, take. Here, if you block, take. Here, here. All right. It's not that thrilling, is it? Rook across, pinning the bishop. I mean, it's okay. How do you stop pawn push, or this pawn push, pinning and winning? You attack my queen. I go queen here, attacking your bishop a second time. Pawn defends, pawn push, attacks. Yeah, that should be it. And just rook here, right? Pinning and winning the bishop. You don't have any checks along this diagonal. Hold on. You do. So I was expecting this. What should I do if you do that? Anyway, if you do that, it's easy. I should probably look at the more important lines, but anyway. So, what's that? It's just a generic fork, right? Now, you're going to try and wriggle out of trouble with either this move or... No, I just take, because it hits your queen. So if you take, I take with the queen. Ah, no. Okay, recalculate. Here, knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes knight, queen takes queen, pawn takes, pawn takes. I think I'm fine. This doesn't mean anything. I can take it. Knight, queen here. Take your knight. Yeah, that looks like it's the move. Take with the queen, right? If I take with the knight, probably bad things will happen. All right. You're hitting here. Okay. What am I hitting? You're hitting here as well. All right. So it's a double attack, but so if I go here, you take here, does that trap your knight? It looks like it traps your knight. Your knight cannot be defended. So you take here. Take, you run away. Yeah. All right. Then it must be more to this story than I've seen. Queen here. Take. Bishop back. There's another piece of this puzzle. There's another piece of this puzzle I haven't seen yet. What could it be? I don't have any checks. Your king is quite well defended. It'd been, I don't know, it wouldn't even be that effective getting it as sort of a queen attacking here because your queen and rook defend that. That's not going to be effective. Ah, do I do this? Now we're talking. So your bishop is hanging. If you take my bishop, I take your bishop and trap your knight. All right. And if you run to safety, I take your knight. And if you attack my queen, here. If you attack my queen, maybe I need to go here or something. Yes. All right. I didn't calculate that one. Takes. Queen here, your knight is trapped, right? All right. So your queen defends, your knight defends your queen. I don't have the ability to capture it. But what's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Wow, what a mess. I am down a full piece. This is what the Grunfeld is like at times. It's just, everything's hanging. All right. What have I got on this table? What are my candidate moves? Queen takes, knight takes. And nothing. Knight takes, bishop takes. Oh. Knight check, queen takes. So you're blocking my checks. Right. Take, I assume you take with the bishop. You don't have to, but all right. Ah, Is there anything to rook here? All right. So queen takes, knight takes, rook here, attacking the knight. How do you defend it? Bishop here. That seems adequate, right? I don't have any good follow-up. All right. So let's say knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, knight takes, rook. You can still do that, but I can pawn push. Remove the defender. Okay. So your knight will have to move to a square. Takes here. I'm not really sure what I'm going for on this line, but all right. Bishop, pawn, bishop. Yeah, maybe pawn works here too. So you can't do that. Here, here, rook. Let's say knight moves here. Did I achieve anything? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. How trapped is your knight? It can't be that, can it? So if your bishop runs away, I just take your knight. Here, check, take your bishop. Here, take my queen, I take back. You've still got this problem. That knight guards that square. So your bishop can come here. But then you've got to deal with that. Ah, it's an overworked bishop. So here, do you defend that square or do you defend the knight? All right. It wasn't that. Or was it just do this and then take that? No. What was the answer? Take, take. Queen there. It wasn't even a candidate move for me. Yeah, look, Engine's got saying there's all these options that white can play. Apparently none of them are good. Okay, what if you take that? Check here, check here. Yeah, that's kind of hard. It's not obvious. Right, so what have we got on this board? Your queen is very low on squares. How trappable is it? I'm not sure. I do notice your queen is the only defender of this knight. What if I do pawn push? And then the knight runs away and then I get this fork. Is that right? That could be it. All right, and if the knight doesn't abandon the defense of that square, then rook takes knight, pawn takes, hitting your queen, and then I take that next move. Could be this. What else is on this table? I don't think you can just abandon that. Because I hit your queen. Do you have any checks? No. Yeah, I think it's that. So you took there, here, and I got that next move. Because it hits your queen. Alright. Alright, so you took a pawn. Which usually means I want to take it. But I can't because of this pin. So I'm going to move my queen somewhere to do some damage. And then I'm going to... What if I go here to pin the bishop? So if you take here, if you move somewhere, I take the rook. If you take here, take Yeah, that looks good. And then I win it. All right. So that's just hanging in a sense. So if I move my bishop to safety, what will you do? So let's go here. That looks pretty safe. If you do that, I can take it. This is pinned, but you're going to take here, aren't you? Maybe I just take, and if you take, I take that. Yeah, if I move to safety, you take, and then just run away. All right, so take, queen takes here, here. All right. Wow. I said the alarm. It's, oh, I need to figure out how to turn the volume down. It gives me a heart attack. All right, so take, and if you take, I just take here and here. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's okay. So take, and take that. All right, that's the last puzzle for this video. Yeah, I think we did okay, right? I've set it to easier. Easier doesn't necessarily mean easier in the sense that you'll get more rating points. Usually I lose a lot of rating points when I set it on easier. If I set it on normal, then I stop and think and calculate for a long time, and sometimes it's too much time and it's not really worth it. I want to do more puzzles, get more pattern recognition and so on. Anyway, I thought I'd just show you what I've been doing, and maybe you can consider doing this similar thing if you want to learn the Grunfeld or whatever opening you want to learn. Grunfeld's pretty tactical, so I think it's a good idea to learn the tactics in the Grunfeld more than it is to memorize moves and so on. Anyway, that's just what I'm doing. I'm also memorizing moves as well, just in case, you know. All right, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. TTFN!